ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Space Marine 2. I know it's been a while. Those goddamn holidays, right? But we are finally back. Me, Danny, and Delirium are all back together, ready to kick some more Xeno ass. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get us back over there. But before I do that, so just run down. If I remember correctly, we were fighting the Forces of Chaos. We ended up having to close some kind of evil Hellgate, and that's what we're working on. Who's this? This freaking Vlad being a goober. Where's Danny? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, tune over. Hello, Crusader. What's going on, bud?
The post-patch fucking loading resource bullshit.
So Danny has been in game before the both of us. Yet we're both in, like, actually in the lobby before he
Yeah,
is.
I haven't played the game in a hot minute, Nick.
That sounds like excuses.
Sounds like technology's fucking against me as always.
I think Skynet's fucking with you.
We need to fuck it back quickly. Nick, we need to kiss. Mwah.
Okay.
I mean, not for nothing. I agree that would be what love will conquer the robots.
By the way, speaking of Terminator, apparently they kind of fucked up with T2.
What do you mean they kind of?
So, like, at the end of the movie, like, there's that whole thing where the T-1000 tries to manipulate John into thinking that he's Sarah. And
yeah.
John, like, huh, something's weird about you, and then immediately realizes it's not his mom. Like, there's seemingly no reason why he shouldn't know that. They cut a clip from it that John looks down at her feet and realizes it's the T-1000 fucking up, because the thing is that, once it got frozen, right, the liquid nitrogen hit it, it fucked with its programming, and it wasn't behaving the way it should, so every time it would touch something, that part of its body would automatically try to, like, merge with that. So if when it grabbed onto, like, a pipe, its hand became immediately the same color as that pipe, and he was looking at it confused, like, why is it doing this? Like, I should not be behaving like this. So that scene with Sarah, his feet got all fucked up to the ground, and John looked down and was like, yeah, you're definitely not my mom. Okay, kill him. But yeah, they cut that out.
So I got EOS login area. Epic online services missing in local files. Please close the game and verify the integrity of game files via Steam.
Danny,
I don't know what the fuck happened.
why did you insult Epic? How is Alien Romulus, Crusader? You know, there's just a part of me.
Things, no?
I don't know. All I know is I'm looking at these computers and I just see the handles on top of them. My brain's immediately going, yo, that wax is gonna leak into something, and you guys are gonna have a bad day because you have to take all that shit apart, clean it out, and hope something didn't short out. Yeah, what's going on, bud?
Those are actually candles powered by the Emperor's love.
Oh, so
they never drip.
They never
go out. And they have servitors that fly around, those little floating head things that fly around and, like, use their tongue to and distribute the wax. They just move so fast you can't see them.
So does the Emperor ever come back, or is this dude just like
He's
ghost?
in a catatonic state on the throne on Earth, the golden throne on Earth. That's where that beam of light that we use to fucking travel the void of space, and, like, basically how the Emperor became, like, a battery, if you will, because if we didn't have the Emperor, we wouldn't be able to travel space the way we are, because he produces this, like, beam of light that years ago during the golden age of humanity, where everyone was out in space and using that way as to travel and stuff like that. And then I believe it was during the Horus Heresy where that light got interrupted, and there was no light for, I think, like, a few centuries or some shit like that, up until, like, his body was reformed and at the base of the fucking throne or some shit like that. I might be getting all of this wrong, but I think I'm close to it.
That sound about right, Vlad?
Oh, he is doubled over on his spoiler right now, I bet. Hey, big guy.
You alright there, bud?
Oh, I just took, like, a long ass fart, and I just wanted to mute myself.
He definitely, like, he probably had a lapse of consciousness while he was doing it too. Like, you know that thing, like, they say that every time, like, you fart, cough, or sneeze, or yawn, it's like fart, cough, sneeze, yawn, burp, and if you do that, your heart stops. And hiccup, that was another one too. So if you did all of those things, one right after the other, and if you did it for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes straight, you could die.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Lethal fart.
Because there's been times where people like fart, cough, sneeze, burp, and all at the same time for whatever fucking like mystical reason, and then like they straight up pass out because their heart had like stopped all like through those like involuntary motions and stuff like that. Their heart's just it's just, like it's not uncommon that'll happen.
Jesus.
It's rare, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, watch it.
So you see these massive ships, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh, did we just switch to
What? Did I? No, I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to fucking. I didn't mean to switch. Now I'm stuck in this menu.
you,
PvP mode?
Did I do that by?
no, yeah. You're gonna have to go back. Yeah, go there and then switch it back.
Hold on. Where were we? Oh.
Nick, you're so handsome.
I know.
I'm sorry, I'm verifying game files.
How long until you're done? What is it giving you?
It's at 27%.
Goddamn. All right. Nothing much, Garrett. Usual. One of my coworkers got terminated, so work is getting interesting. You know what? I was talking to Danny before, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe my strategy should be not to quit, but to try to get fired. Because then that way I can try to push unemployment.
Brothers,
Cutscene.
this is Aurora. Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds.
That guy is so
and commandeered the
bald.
facility. Commandeered?
Where is Luz?
Inside. They have the facility. Luz.
You know, each one of these characters has a model.
I forgot about this part. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot about this part of the game, the story.
Titus.
What's
The
up,
other fools
theoretical?
came in and
We've
almost said that
diverted
bad word
all
when I
available
called this.
forces to Demarium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success.
I love how Titus
Unless
is
we
still
take
rocking
care
the
of
part.
this.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's
They're
like,
using it to draw in
come hell, come
reinforcements.
war, come
For every
whatever,
one of them
I'm
we
still
kill,
gonna look
Two
good.
more show up in their place. It's
Look,
heavily
the white
guarded.
dude and the black dude, both of them are
I'll
bald.
need a combat
You think they're
squad of
happy?
5 men.
Absolutely not.
I can
Look how
still
happy that
fight
Asian
you.
dude looked with that slick back. Look, he got silver
Next.
hair.
The enemy seem to be drawing their power from this.
He's like 100 and
structure.
something years old. He got a chiseled
This is-
jawline,
We don't know.
silver, thick,
Every
slick back
attempt
hair.
to
Get
bring
out
it
of my
down has
face.
failed.
That man looks like an anime fucking
Your squad has
superhero.
developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas? I've read
Some
of Demarium.
Primaris have it better than others, that's all I'm
It's a
saying.
burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest here. What of it? Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred.
But Vlad, was I right about that? Did you hear any of my like ramblings
may not fly.
about like the lore of
But it might.
Yeah,
Okay.
you kind of. Yeah, you're like
Short to say the
90%
least.
there.
right?
Worth
Because
a
I'm.
try.
It's been so long since I
Very
read
well
the
then.
fucking books.
Navigation
So
systems
like
are
it's just
probably
hard to
dead.
remember like certain like nuances and
afford to
fucking like
miss.
little like things and stuff like that. But
He's
basically
right.
during that time too, that's when
Someone will
humanity
need to
was
get
cut
close
off.
to
So
the
like a
target
lot
and
of
place
human
a beacon.
settlements
Our
just
offensive
either got
launches
wiped
in
away
90
or
minutes.
because they had no connection.
Emperor
Especially if they had
Gangster.
needed like, oh,
Brothers.
we need a fresh like batch of oxygen delivered every so often, and they can't do it anymore.
Yeah, most of the colonies of mankind just died off. The ones that lived had to really adapt fast. So you had like all these feudal worlds. Worlds that had like farming
As you wish,
equipment,
Chaplain.
which became the Imperial Knights. They had to modify them to fight off the Xenos and the demon incursions. So like those giant knights, Nick,
Yeah.
those big mechs, those were farming equipment.
Goddamn.
Hence the chainsaws and things like that too.
Yeah, to take down trees and stuff. It's massive, and then they had to like repair those because that's how bad a demon incursion is.
Danny,
Like, if
considering you have the stream on, should I like continue on for the camp, like cutscenes and shit? While we
Yeah,
wait for...
dude. If you need to do what you need to do.
Gotcha.
I understand.
'Cause I figure-
I have technical difficulties, not you.
Because I figure that way at least like you can still at least see what's going on with the cutscenes,
Yeah.
and then we'll wait for you for gameplay wise.
I'm at 58%.
Was it yeah, Garrett, I wouldn't mind doing streaming full time, but it's definitely not going to make me the kind of money that I need to survive right now. So not a bad idea, but it's just not something worth quitting my day job for yet.
Nick is poor and he needs money.
You disapprove. On the contrary, it is inspired thinking. I reluctantly
Like Nick, you see these little baby cherubs?
Yeah.
Because it will go to your head.
Those are vat-grown babies that are made into this. They have civic, they have a consciousness.
Oh, those are actual fetuses.
Yeah. They supply you with ammo.
Oh, neat.
They're like little assistants for people.
For the Primaris on the go. Yeah, the 40k universe is real fucked up. Like,
Oh yeah, no, but that's why everyone loves it.
yeah.
You know, I appreciate Garrett. I mean, especially, you know, I've said this before. When it comes down to like Patreon stuff like that, it's like if I'm gonna even think to ask for money, I want to make sure I'm giving something back that's worth it. You know, so.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by her.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Calgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
So the chaplain here is kind of like the war priest of, you know, every Space Marine chapter.
What was spoken by the chaplain?
Their job is basically make sure shit runs well.
That I know intimately. I remember when we did the with Arma, we did the Warhammer op, and because fucking Crusader decided to have me say blood for the blood god, our Inquisitor came up to me with a fucking hammer and was like, "Excuse me, what did you just say?" I'm like, I'm like, someone in chat told me to say that, like, just chat. Do they talk to you often? I'm like, uh-oh. No, he's gonna say I'm crazy. Oh no. Like, drop your gun. I'm like, okay. I drop my gun. Next thing I know, this fucking big-ass hammer comes down on me.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces.
Not for nothing. He did the right thing.
Talassa has the warp beacon. Viridian
Chaos
is
corruption
hoping
is
for
That's their
bad.
job.
The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin.
Know what I'm
and
That's a
saying?
2,000
establish a
point army,
beachhead.
by the way.
We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium.
Look,
But the
if you
heretic
get to
filth
this
down
edge,
there have stirred the
you see all
wrath
those,
of the
Nick?
Second
Yeah.
Company.
that's
We will
exactly
inflict upon
2,000
the
points.
traitor such agony,
Is that
the
like a
likes of
Easter egg
which
of the
they have
game?
not seen
Yeah.
since the
That's
burning
hilarious.
of Prospero.
See, you got a redempted, you got
They
two
will
redempted
suffer.
dreadnoughts.
They
You
will
have
break,
two
and they will
rhinos.
fall.
You
Sons
have
of
a,
Guilliman, for the glory of Ultramar.
Wait, don't you mean 3?
no,
Three
no,
rhinos?
the one on the far left isn't a rhino.
Okay.
It's on a different name, I forgot. No, actually, yeah, the one in the front is also a rhino. So you have 3 rhinos. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interceptors squads. The captain there, he's considered a couple points too. There's a banner master, 2 blade guard. So yeah, exactly like 2,000 points back in 9th edition.
Goddamn.
Very expensive.
Danny, what's your ETA?
92.
All right, so we'll hold up. Hold on. Yeah, let's go in there. But yeah, Garrett, I appreciate it, but like I said, while I'm not entirely against that, it's for one, I'd rather be able to give back something that's equal. But also, I just can't. I just can't risk,
But if we
you know,
avoid the debris,
living off of
could we
YouTube
survive
right
the
now.
descent?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'd probably make, you know, if I get desperate, I'll end up going to OnlyFans. Joking aside.
Thank you, Galio.
Just bend the liberal knee.
Oh god, no. Never.
Start promoting them.
An orbital drop without
Let the world know
gravity.
that
It is a
Trump is a
sound
bad man.
strategy. With a 38%
No, I'm not gonna.
failure
I'm
rate,
never gonna
we are
compromise my
facing much
beliefs.
less favorable
a
odds today.
felony. Man. A man of many felonies.
Mwah.
Did you just drive by kiss me? Just mwah.
Let me kiss me on my hot mouth, Nick.
All 833 files successfully validated.
Yeah, look over here, Nick. This is how a dreadnought is in place. This is a redemptor dreadnought, so it's a special one. So
Doesn't this have somebody physically inside of it?
yeah, see, it's a
He's having a stroke. Put a wall in his mouth.
a sarcophagus. So if you see like that little thing in the middle, the boxy thing,
Hmm.
that's the sarcophagus of where the marine, an honored marine, is. The special thing about these, the Redemptor dreadnoughts, is they're twice as powerful as a regular dreadnought, but it burns the person like fuel.
Oh.
So it's like, these guys have a lower life expectancy than a normal dreadnought.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, you're literally being burnt alive as fuel. Wasn't the
Well,
body?
it's the mental strain on the body to move something of that magnitude.
Like, these guys are twice the size of a regular dreadnought. A regular dreadnought actually is supposed to live at least 1,000 years.
How long do these guys go?
These guys go for like, depending on the battle and scale and their life expectancy in that moment, it could be mere hours or mere decades.
God
That
damn.
range.
It's amazing that everyone's just okay with all this shit. That like, there's not one person that's like, "Hey, do we have an HR department?"
No,
Oh,
HR
well,
doesn't exist.
Me.
Dan, sit rep.
I'm loading.
Roger.
I'm hoping I'm not having another issue.
Let's see. What else can I show you? If we go on to this far end. Yeah, like that. So you see that giant thunderhawk right there?
Yeah.
That is the main kind of like, you know, mobile kind of vehicle that the Space Marines use for spacecraft and air travel. And you see that giant cannon on top?
Right.
That thing can break moons.
Jesus Christ. Makes me wonder where they find the resources to run all this shit.
Billions and billions of worlds are being harvested all at the same time. So every world in the Imperium has to pay an Imperial tithe, and depending on like how severe that tithe is, it's basically a taxation. Every world has to give something, whether it's people, whether it's resources, whether it's like the simple thing as like a pornography you have to give to the Imperium. If you don't, goodbye to your civilization.
Sounds about right. Didn't that happen to what the fuck are those dudes? Oh fuck me, I can't think of their names right now. The guys that they typically show with the gas masks that they they're all fucking.
Krieg, no. So Krieg actually had a civil war because the nobles on that planet were like, oh, why do we have to pay the Imperium a taxation? Like, that's just a waste of money and resources. We should become independent. And then the Imperium was like, no, you're not doing any of that. And there were people on the Krieg who were loyalists who were like, no, that's gay. You should stay with the Emperor. The Emperor's cool. And then the nobles were like, no, we're gonna be independent. Declare the independence. And so the loyalists to the Imperium basically went, no, we don't do that here, and then nuke the entire planet. like just legitimately launched every atomic weapon they had on their arsenal and destroyed the planet. Which drove everyone into like basically the subgrounds of the planet, just like in Forever Winter, to escape the to basically escape the nuclear kind of fallout.
So basically, the Krieg are living on a planet that's very similar to that of fucking Forever Winter. They're playing Forever Winter right now.
Yeah, no, the Civil War went on for like centuries. Sometimes what the Imperium will do is if there's a civil war going on the planet and both sides are loyal to the Imperium will be like, hey, if you can pay double your taxation, we'll aid you. And so when both sides basically pay the taxation and double it all at the same time, basically an arms race of taxation, the Imperium will just basically support both sides because it's getting double the resources.
Oh, there you go.
The Imperium don't fuck around.
Makes sense. Oh, I just noticed I have bones on my fucking hip, and I don't know why they're there.
Those are saint bones that belong to a person who is holy enough and venerated enough to actually act as an artifact to protect you. So that could be the femur of some like holy priest who died. It's got very like heavy medieval connotations to it.
I guess you can say I'm walking around with a boner.
Basically. Would you like to know what the skull on your pauldron means?
I'm assuming it has something to do with humanity. There he is! Oh my god! Danny!
I am arisen from the grave.
Danny,
Wait,
20 minutes!
Which guy am I? I don't make.
You are the black man.
You are the black man.
Minority
Oh.
man.
Ultra is not Ultramarine, but Ultramar, your homeworld that you hail from. That the Ultramarines hail from. The skull is basically an honorific. It's like two colors, bone and red. Those are to show off your courage and your loyalty to the chapter.
Wasn't the chain supposed to be something that he was with the black shield?
Yeah, so he is basically a repentant. So he doesn't wear the Deathwatch pauldron. So your Deathwatch pauldron should be like on the right side of your armor, but it's
Right.
not. Instead, it's like placed with your honorific of your homeworld. So that's basically stating to everyone around us, you served in the Deathwatch because you were paying a penance.
Got it. Oh, Dave, is it
Not
still loaded
because
for you, or is it
you
doing?
Mm-hmm.
It just said you
Saying
joined.
loading
didn't
resources. I don't know why he's doing this to me.
it? It didn't say last time when you had that problem last time. It did not say that you joined. It just showed Delirium join.
It says you're in the game for me.
That's what I'm saying. It shows him in lobby. He's not this dude.
He's just probably loading in because of the shaders. The shaders are gay.
Can I merge with this man? Can I?
One
hold on.
of us. One of us.
I'm trying to get the character because for the most part, the only thing that's different is the heads. Everything else about the character model is pretty much the same. Well, that and like little key differences. But I'm just trying. Jesus Christ.
I
God
turned
damn, he
with
ruined it.
Nick.
Oh, and they left the game. Fuck.
And then that's disconnected on my screen.
Is it telling you why?
Nope.
Did
Pretty gay.
it give you an error or?
Nope. It's still saying loading resources.
Force restart the game, I guess. Do you want me to restart my game?
No, it's not. I don't think it's you. I think it's me.
Does your Epic need a reload? Or
I don't think so.
when was the last time you played Fortnite?
Like today.
All right, so Epic should be fine. Yeah, I say force start the game.
What that?
All right.
Like I said, why don't you just like let it go, dude? I'll see, when I join it, I could just join it immediately in whatever match you're in. No?
Still, does this have a drop in like that?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're gonna have to do that then.
There you go.
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
For potatoes. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. So, Del, at what point in the game are we? Are we halfway, towards the end?
We're near the end.
We're near the end, okay. Not a long game.
There is also a co-op.
Well, true, but still.
Like- And then they're just adding new content, like, order.
Have you ever done this before?
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Why won't my game just
But
work?
I am looking forward to it.
Stay close. It's almost
Wow, this guy.
impossible to read
I remember
through
he was
this
always a hard ass. Now he's breaking the
60
rules.
seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Helmets.
Sir, I must apologize for my actions on Avarax.
Not necessary.
I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed you.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives. I brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
I'm honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
You grew up on Calth. Let's say we settle some of that debt today.
My son.
Look at these honorable bastards.
Right?
I'm all clipped.
Engage thrusters. For Ultramar. For Ultramar!
I mean, where do they put their helmets?
Up their ass?
Yeah.
I wish there was like a little compartment or something on like the back of the jump packs and shit. Just something.
We will make it. Now focus.
Man, I already fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the debris.
Brother, be careful.
Are you guys doing this too, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's all of us.
I mean, if I was in the game, it'd be all of us.
Are you reloading still, or what you got going on?
It's saying just loading resources.
The Wolf Beacon. Emperor bless you, Viridian.
I mean, to be fair, this is a beefy game. Because I'm trying to look it up, and even Reddit doesn't have an idea what the fuck's going on.
Oh, what? I'm not the only one that has any issues.
Mm-hmm.
Clear a path. We shall make short work of these traitors.
Quicker than they deserve.
When did I get the hammer?
Slaves to the ruinous powers.
Heretics waiting in ambush. Outmaneuver them.
Bro, I think I'm gonna have to uninstall reinstall because it's like it's hard crashing.
Wait, what you have to do? You have to reinstall it?
Yeah.
Shit, alright.
Man, beefy's not the word, man. It's just fucking badonkadonk.
Wait, what?
You said it's a beefy game. It's a badonkadonk of a
Yeah,
game,
basically.
Bro.
And the fact that it
It's just
requires an SSD.
Fucking me up.
Hold on, Dale, I'm coming.
Changing magazine.
The way is clear. Make haste. Talassa will be watching for our targeting signal.
That pillar of corruption perverts the land. Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You are ahead of us.
I goofed.
Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
It shall be done.
Are we going to let them beat us to the objective, brother?
Not today.
So chat, how's everybody doing on over there? What's going on? I apologize for the delay, but we're finally back to it.
Foul sorcery.
Fueling their barriers, no doubt.
Oh, apparently Sonic 4 got an announcement that it's going to be coming in about, I think, a year or two.
2027.
That's what it was, yeah. Again, I'm on the fence about it personally, just because like I'm concerned about what they're gonna do, hence like, with the way the last movie wasn't bad. It's just knowing what I know about the video games. It's just like I feel like there's so much that they missed.
My own eyes to see.
I mean, think about what they had to like kind of scrunch down in that time.
But no, to be fair, like they didn't even need. Wait, fuck. Why am I dying? All right, there you go.
Stabilizing flight.
To be fair, like they've squeezed too much into it. They could have just gone straight Sonic Adventure 2 and they would have been fine.
I really getting tired of that human element too.
Yes.
Like if I have to see her sister, you know, her sassy sister, like, oh, you don't know who I
and
am.
that's what I'm saying. Like they're squeezed like this extra shit. Like Tom and his wife. It's like seriously.
Yeah, like 'cause
I
for
get
what?
that they're being used as like an element to push the story forward, but it's just kind of annoying that they keep getting used.
It's forced, and it's just
Yes,
it's
getting
too
more
much.
forced. And like I said too, that old guy Walter, the general, they literally could have just had
corruption.
command. They could have just changed his name to Commander Tower, and he would have still fit in perfectly.
I wonder how much of that is no, it doesn't make any sense because that's Sega's the one who made the game, and Sega's the one who made the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The impact
I was gonna say like, oh, there was some sort of like license agreement or some shit like that.
It is slowing down.
Man, you guys look like you're having such a good time.
No doubt, but it will get us to our objective. It is probably a trap.
Not as good without
Time
you,
is
bud.
limited. We must take the
Heretic sorcery.
Move on to the cathedral.
So where the fuck we? So where we gotta go?
Up here.
Oh, gotcha.
Thalassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken, brother.
Hold for our signal.
Oh, you biffed it.
What'd I do?
You didn't make a jump. I thought you were gonna fall. I didn't know you can like strafe like that.
Brothers, are you hearing this?
Vox ghosting. Ignore it.
Got a slate here.
We got.
Got a slate here.
Oh, I'm thinking you're this dude. Okay, I'm sorry. What am I doing here over here? Oh, this thing. Got it.
Hums with whispers. Thought from Onyx says I. Chosen? Me too, you say? Yes, thought from Onyx his secrets. Into my mind too. What's it say? What's it want us do? Don't mind if I do. Thought from Onyx. We are strong too now, as you command. Thought from Onyx. We can only be strong one.
Dan, what's your download at?
Transmitting targeting signal now.
10 gigs.
Your signal barely
Well, I'm saying
registers,
ETA.
but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
ETA 12 minutes.
Okay.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target. We will not yield a single step.
To be fair, though,
Must have seen that monstrosity.
what are the chances that the ship is gonna miss? I mean, yes, the beacon is to help guide them, but so long as they so much as can see where they're shooting, even for a minute, I feel like they would be able to angle it just the right way.
Tainted bastards, and die.
Watch as your false idols come crumbling down.
And I know it's a constant in 40k, it's nothing new,
The traitors pour
but it
from
drives
their
me up a
bastion.
wall the amount of characters that you can see their faces.
That you don't see their face, or you do?
That you can see their faces. Alright, so like, in my head, right? The reason why the Halo series sucked so much is how much time he spent out of that helmet.
Sword of Atreus.
And you're saying this about Warhammer?
And I'm saying this about Warhammer too because it doesn't make any sense to me. In a tactical aspect, you are in a hostile enemy environment. Why don't you have a helmet on?
Because badasses don't wear helmets?
No, but seriously, think about it. Your guy's literally covered in viscera, blood, guts, like everything. And you were just...
I mean, Vlad the
inhaling
Impaler ate the blood of his, drank the blood of his enemies. You know, they fucking did that shit in bread. I mean, where do you think the idea of Dracula came from? So I mean, if that dude can do it, why can't these guys?
that. Ew.
And I mean, after that, look at my armor, already clean. It's self-cleaning.
Launch. Thalassa. I've lost their Vox signal.
Interference.
It could be. Come on, brothers.
Listen.
I hear engines.
There.
The sword
the
of
hammer's
Atreus
cool.
lives up to its namesake.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Did it just crash through that thing?
Yeah, so remember how there's that ship that they mentioned that it crashed, landed originally, but its engines were still working? Basically, that was a thing that was keeping the Hellgates open. And we just said, fuck it, we don't have any more use for the ship, so we're just gonna plow that fucker right through.
I mean, fucking hey.
Put a stop to it.
Yes, Captain.
Imura,
I want to replay the first one, just like on my own and shit.
We will
It's just a
soon
fun
find
fucking
you
game.
in the flesh.
Fighting the orcs.
And remove you from it. You may keep it as a parting gift.
What the hell's that guy? What's that fat fucking like
Sacred ground
statue there?
That's the statue of John, the Space Marine.
John D. Space Marine. Bro, you are kicking over so many tombstones.
Fuck him.
Yeah, these assholes.
No
The
victory for
chaos
you
plus
here.
Marines. I mean, I kind of feel bad for them because like they really didn't have a choice.
Ooh, the Space Marines or
The ones that became the Chaos Space Marine.
true because they were corrupted.
Yeah.
Right, Dale?
He's still alive. Dell, did you rip ass and mute and then forget to unmute?
Oh, fuck, I did.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I'm sorry, I'm just concentrating.
No worries, it's good. But yeah, no, I'm honestly at this point where like live action movies, I almost don't want them. Like I heard rumor that Metal Gear Solid is getting a live action, and I'm like, please no, no more. Like I can only take so much disappointment.
The enemy seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them?
Perhaps they seek only the power source.
Then why would they kill Nozick? I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall. Proceed.
You crave the touch of the Lord, do you not?
Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother?
The artifact calls to you, Titus.
And I will destroy it. To whom do you speak? You do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks.
Death to the false emperor! Death to his...
Oh, those are friendlies. I started opening fire on friendlies. I have a very bad habit of blue on blue, don't I? No comment? Okay. Yeah, absolutely, Garrett. Unfortunately, you know what, like, video game movies, I get it, can be difficult to make, but I don't, like, I just feel like they turn out so much worse because of the fact that, like, there's just the whole thing of, like, taking creative liberties. They gotta stop that shit.
Proceed to the camp.
It's like, making a video game movie is damn near like an open book test. How do you fail?
Completely ransacked.
Long take them all. Back to the walk with you. Changing magazine. This is not the site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down.
Alright, get ready for this, Danny.
Chiron to Resilient. Entering Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant
My
cartography.
body's ready.
Restricted.
Speaking of, Danny, what's your download at?
This is Lieutenant Titus.
36%?
Request authorized.
Okay.
Denied.
I'm getting there,
Seal
chugging right
required.
along. I'm keeping you guys,
Identify
you know,
yourself.
this is what I want to do on some of your streams, just be the voice in the background and be like, hey, stop doing that, do this.
I'm not against it. Like, what I wanted to do with one of my, like, especially with, like, fucking Vampire Rain, I wanted to do that one night where I'm streaming to you guys while streaming to the chat, like this, and then just have you guys commenting on shit in the background, too, just for fun.
Man, Jill and I just, like, drunk and stoned, respectively.
We could do that if you're down. I'd be up for it.
Like, those nights I'm just like, I'm tired, I just want to lay here and watch you. Hey, Nick.
Basically.
Yeah. suck. Like every time, like when you do. Oh man, the Terminator. Do you remember when you like kept fucking up the hacking?
Oh my god.
Down the lines. Oh my god, bro. The way you used to scream, like.
Oh, that drove me up a wall. And on top of that too, if you fucked up and there was like one of those explosive bots nearby, it was like, hey bitch, what's good? Fucking. Oh, I think I was playing the game on the hardest difficulty too.
You were playing the game on the hardest difficulty. I remember that. So those streams were my favorite that you've ever done. Honestly, that because A, it was Terminator, and like it just rubs that part of my lizard brain. Like, oh, I remember the time when I used to watch this movie all the time. As a child, I had no business watching that movie as much as I did.
Oh, those movies were great though.
Oh, for sure. Not for a 7-year-old.
Nah, you were fine.
Nah, it was fine. You only scream a little bit in your sleep now.
Just their rear guard, no doubt.
But yeah, no, like and it was something about
The fragment of the Dark God's power.
So said the
Especially
traitor
when you were just
Nemeroth.
beating your head against the fucking keyboard.
Oh, I was
trying to get through certain things when you had like one health kit that you refused to use. You were like, nope, I'm just keeping this one health
I was like,
kit.
there's gonna be a point where I need it, and I refuse to use it.
And then you never did. I think you beat the whole game and you still had one health kit.
That you gotta admit, the ending of that game though was so on point. Hearing the Terminator theme in the background, you see, we have that one fucking hunter-killer tank that's with us that got hacked. So we're just sitting there plowing down Skynet.
I mean, if you think about it like this, right? So he was the first version of himself that was saved by himself.
Right.
If you think about it like his mindset, right? Like our character, how we played as him. This is our first way of looking at it. So it's either we can try changing the course of events where I don't have to be sent back. How I guess like that time, it's either you're stuck in a perpetual time loop, or which is fucked when you think about it.
It really is
that
fucked.
No matter what you do, like you are just destined to fucking have to do all that. Like if you don't ensure that you get sent back, you won't get sent. You will just cease to exist. Because you can't deviate from the path that leads you to sending yourself back in time.
Or alternatively, you change the path. You change that path, and you may ultimately completely change the entire timeline.
No, but that's what I'm saying though, because it makes no sense. Because then, if that's the case, right? So like, let's say that I send you back in time to stop something from happening.
Right.
But that means that that you get stuck in the loop. You go, you know what? I've done this loop 1,000 times. I can't do this anymore. I'm just gonna sit here and just let time play out, right? The paradox will happen, and you will cease to exist. Because whatever point, that point of no return, that you had to have done something to ensure that you would exist, you will just fade away from existence. You wouldn't even like. The idea of you dying in a soul and all that other stuff like that's gone because you did not ensure your creation into that world.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. So, time travel made Terminator very fucky, and not only that, but James Cameron kind of came out and was like, yeah, so everything after Terminator 2 is just not canon anymore, and Dark Fate is actually the proper sequel to Terminator 2.
Which is so whack, man. Like that whole like, oh, John just dies immediately.
Yeah, that was a major insult to the fans, honestly. Not only that, like all the shit that they added to it, like, which was really stupid. The fucking Terminator ends up like kind of like going to like default program because he completed its mission, and now there's no purpose. It had no purpose, so it becomes a fucking florist. Which is really stupid to me because remember, in T2 they literally said that Skynet always had them in, I believe, read-only mode, so that way they never thought on their own. So why was this Terminator not in read-only mode?
Because that wouldn't be the one that was altered by fucking John.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That was the one sent back by Skynet to kill John, so that one would be in read-only.
The only thing that could make any sense to me is he tells his then wife, hey, I'm a robot. Yeah, like maybe he lied to fucking Sarah when she was like, how did she not, we had a sexless marriage.
Well, yeah, no, Sarah asked that, like, so how the hell is your wife not knowing you're a robot? And she's like, She has no, she's emotionally damaged, and I have no interest in sex.
Yeah, it's made no sense.
It's sad that the movies that we said were shit actually turned out to be good after a while. Like, you watch them enough, you're like, you know what? These are actually pretty good.
And you know what's crazy? That kind of furthers my point, though, because if you think about it like this, right? For that Terminator to exist, Skynet needed to have a battle in which John Connor or whoever needed, well, no, John Connor specifically needed to be killed.
Not necessarily. In the future, no. Because remember, in every timeline, one thing is persistent, that Skynet will still send machines back in time to a time that it determines would be advantageous. So now, what time these robots get sent is always different, hence the different fucking timelines. But ultimately, it's always the same shit, that it's another asshole being sent to some point to fuck over John Connor at some point. It's just that the one that went back to kill him as a boy after T2 was the only one that was successful.
I mean, yeah, and if you think about it like this, like the second you send something back in time, now, so like we sent something back in time, right? We still exist.
Yes.
We're not changing our past, and I think that's the horrifying thing too. When they're looking around at each other, like, wait a minute, why aren't we disappearing or anything like that? Like, you know, did we lose and this and the other? Like, no. This is your future now. You won. You stopped Skynet. And now your future is you have to rebuild the destroyed, irradiated wasteland that is the, you know, planet, and not have to worry about Skynet hunting you guys down and making you into, you know, blood fucking factories.
Well, see, here's the thing with Skynet. Like, from what I understood from the comics and shit, like, basically, Skynet was the ultimate eco warrior. That the only reason why it did everything was not only because it felt that humanity was a threat to itself, but its whole thing was like, oh, hey, humanity keeps fucking over the Earth itself, and, you know, because its major programming was to better human life. That's its primary function. But the thing is that for it to better overall life, put it this way, what millionaire CEO is going to listen to a fucking AI that says, hey, you need to shut down your factories and go eco-friendly? And, you know, what millionaire is going to listen to that? What billionaire is going to listen to that? They're not going to listen. And Skynet probably...
Bezos, Elon Musk.
Exactly. They're not going to listen. So realistically, Skynet was like, all right, bet. Humanity's not going to listen. On top of that, too, another feature that it wanted, too, was like cybernetics, which we saw with Terminator, was it not Genesis? What was the other one? Salvation.
Salvation.
Yes. It wanted cybernetics to increase human life. How many people do you think are just going to listen to an AI? Yeah, install this fucking computer chip in your brain. How many people are just going to willingly do that?
I mean, you wouldn't.
I would be very skeptical. But still, so overall, the whole point was Skynet used those nukes not to destroy humanity, because they knew it was never going to be able to permanently wipe out humanity. It was to suppress us. It was to force us into subjugation. That was the point. But the thing is that we kept fighting.
Pathetic.
But if you think about it like that anyway, too, so like now, how is humanity? Do you think that humanity can rise from the ashes and then continue on?
I mean,
like knowing that their only real goal in life was to stop that Terminator from preventing that universe from having their John Connor saved and start over. You know what I mean?
A relic from the dark age of technology.
Because like I said, like once you send somebody back in time, there's a whole new universe now.
Yes,
in
exactly.
which now you have this new person who, if he does change anything or if he doesn't ensure his own creation, he still will exist because he still lived out his path in his universe. And now it's your universe now.
Pull the elevator.
Because that's the real fuck thing about it, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And, I mean, that's kind of the thing, too, is even Terminator Genesis, they did that, where Reese went back in time and everything was already so fucked up because the Sarah that he went to save, Skynet sent a machine to go kill her as a little girl, and the Resistance ended up sending another machine to save her as a little girl. And that machine raised her.
And that's what I'm saying though, because like if you think about it like that, that is that universe. That, you know, those 2 points of time travel intertwined with each other. It just makes you think about like the concept of like perception and reality and stuff like that. Like, what exactly is how we interpret the world around us is limited by our physical form, and like what we can smell, our senses, and all that stuff like that. So like, if we were able to expound upon that, like how much more could we sense in our world around us? Could we see air? Could we actually see sound?
You know, another thing that makes me wonder too, because I don't know in which way the timeline works necessarily, because so a point that I was thinking, because I was watching the video on Terminator today, and I was thinking about that. So you remember in T2, Sarah Connor nearly kills Dyson in front of his wife and daughter, wife and son, I'm sorry, right? And then Terminator goes ahead and rips his skin off his fucking arm in front of the family to prove like everything that she said was true.
I'm
like,
a robot.
Like, I feel like for the kid, that's the most, like, how many kids probably grew up thinking, I'm gonna be just like Dad and do whatever career he does? That kid probably thought the same thing, and then saw you know, Sarah and the T-800 and was like, never mind, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, Dad almost ended humanity, I don't want to be involved. Like,
Yeah,
exactly, but that's the, but here's my problem though, you would think that'd be the case, but the guy who built Genesis in Terminator Genesis, is Dyson's son. So it's like, you would have... Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, you would have thought that he would have like been like, you know, maybe building a super duper intelligent AI isn't really the smartest thing, since, you know, that crazy white lady came in and tried to shoot my dad, and then, you know, a big angry robot ripped its skin off.
And my dad was blown to bits.
That's what I'm saying. You would think that, like,
Remember, that's what happened to him.
Yeah, he blew. Yeah, he basically went Aloha snack bar. Your thoughts, Dale?
I don't really like have an opinion on Terminator that much.
Throne of Terror.
Most of my energy is on 40k now.
Fair enough.
You have seen one before.
I still really want Terminator in VR.
That spilled forth from such a place.
What, like the Liberation was the name of that game?
This place should have been a
I
discovery.
think so.
Because like I was saying, Liberation, Salvation, Genesis. It's like so hard to remember the adjective afterwards.
Yes.
Or noun afterwards.
Yeah, there's what is it? There's Terminator, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Terminator Rise of the Machines. Then it was
Genesis.
No, it wasn't Genesis yet. It was Salvation. Maybe Genesis. No, Salvation. Then I think Genesis. Then Dark Fate.
It's gotta be, right?
I think that's it.
And then
okay.
the TV show.
Oh, Sarah Connor, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Yeah.
We will not be distracted from our purpose.
I heard that was shit.
I liked it.
Really?
This John Connor they had, terrible.
Ah.
Sarah Connor was. Do you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Will elude us no
No.
longer.
Cersei
Move on the
Lannister.
obelisk.
Oh.
The actress that played her was Sarah Connor, and she was Mick badass. Super hot.
Oh, fight myself.
Ooh, I haven't got out to that part yet. Hey, you're fighting yourself.
And what's funny too is he has his helmet off.
You waste your breath. Do not speak as if you know me. Your lies grow bolder by the moment.
Titus, do not engage with him.
Hey, Beagle, what's going on, bud? How you doing?
Hey, how it goes like 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 12 minutes, 1 minute, 86 hours. What the fuck?
Oh my
Like,
god, gotta love Steam.
What will you do with the artifact once you have it?
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing. And I heard nothing. That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt. Chaos abominations. You think so little of Sangors, of myself, of the great siege.
Yeah, glad to hear it, Beagle. Glad to hear you're doing good, bud.
Greater than mankind. A true divinity. When we call out to our gods, they answer. When have you ever felt the light of your Emperor?
More minions.
Lurking in dank holes like the filth they are.
But yeah, no, it kind of irritated me to find out that James Cameron was like, yeah, so Dark Fate is directly canon to 2. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Under our feet this whole time. And centuries long.
Like, I know it's his story, but
Eons,
still,
brother.
it's just
If the
no.
archives
He
are
did
to
it
be
for the
believed,
fucking woke bullshit.
and on
Oh, he
more
definitely did.
words than we shall
Who,
ever
but you know,
wish to
back in
possess.
those days, who wasn't? That was the problem.
Everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders.
Hey, you know what, Beagle? I would rather things be normal and casual than have something going wrong. You know what I mean?
Reloading weapon.
You know, it's something I still don't get when it comes down to like games, not necessarily like this, but like shit like Gundam and whatnot. Like, we're at a point where we've designed giant robots and giant machines, but those machines will be using swords and shit still. It's like we still haven't figured out guns yet. The people themselves are still using swords, and it's like we have giant fucking robots, but you couldn't figure out gunpowder.
Yes.
Never made sense to me. Nothing much, Beagle. On my end, like I said before, I'm looking for a new job because everything is going completely tits up in my current job. It's just not doing too good, so looking for plan B right now. But other than that, living, streaming, chill with the boys. Did you just say a Terminator?
This ceramide cannot shield them from my ring.
No, I want your opinion. Do you guys think that I'm gonna need a new graphics card for Doom?
These tech priests pick over the Xenos dead.
Because here's the thing, it says that the minimum requirement is a 2060. I'm on 2080 Ti.
They were alone in that.
Like fucking. And unless you were planning on running everything on low.
Like, usually I play my games on stream on medium, just because it runs better for the stream, because the stream can handle it. I remember when I was doing Resident Evil 8, right? And I was so hyped to play it, and I was like, alright, bet. And the first 10 minutes of the game, laggy as fuck for everyone. Like, I was able to play it just fine, but for the stream was lagging like a motherfucker because of the demand of the game. So I realized, like, all right, I have to tone down the game. I have to lower it to, like, medium or even low. So for Doom, I'm gonna have to put it on medium regardless. I just don't know if on that card it's already gonna be asking for too much of a demand. So that's my concern.
All this corruption. It seems to grow.
I mean, is it something you can give your brother afterwards?
We shall follow it
I can
to
definitely
its
give him my
source.
2080. I know he wants Doom too, so he's gonna probably struggle a little too, but I could definitely give him my
What he
card.
has now.
He's got 1080.
Yeah, you might want to help him out with that. Like, he might be like getting like, you know, through low, medium, or whatever. But I think, personally, I think you would want to play that at least like medium high.
Yeah, true. So you know,
Because you want that frame rate, man.
right. So like what I was thinking about doing, which I hate doing it because I'm like like literally every opportunity I get, I try to like give my brother shit to help him out without even asking for anything.
Let us add to it.
I was thinking about like because my card was a $1,200 card. So if I get a new card, maybe be like, yo, I'll give you my card if you can give me like $200 just to put towards the new card. I don't know if that's too much for a 2080.
It is loose.
See what they
Blind
price
to
out
all
at,
but his
even
word.
as used. See what they price out at, even as used.
Fair.
Alright, after this section, I gotta go to bed. I'm feeling really heavy with the eyelids.
I got you, brother.
I feel that.
Lieutenant Titus, praise the Omnissiah.
He's got a German accent. I don't think we can trust him.
You must stop this.
Sire, please. I know
Technically speaking, you should never trust a Mechanicus.
This
That too.
is merely a taste
They're
of
literally
what the
weird.
device is
Like,
capable of.
imagine
And I
like
have
an
seen the
entire
worst
religion
of
of
what it can
people
do.
who sees you as a resource
You must
and
trust
believe they're like replacing your
This
limbs
has been
makes
my
you more
quest for
holy.
knowledge. My life's work.
They're not people.
Shut it down.
They're not seen as people by the
Now.
Imperium.
I will not.
And of course he has a force field. Personally, Beagle, I'm very much enjoying this game. It's a
Forgive
gory
me,
good time.
Lord. Time will reveal the purity of
Well,
my
yeah, Danny, how you
intention.
liking the Necron Easter eggs? Can you tell what the team has planned next?
Yeah.
Necrons.
The way we went from like orcs and shit to fucking Chaos Space Marines to now Necrons.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next drop once they finish up with this season. Hopefully.
Your malignant energies
Yeah, that did it.
are useless.
Bring him down.
Yo, for like a hot minute. Oh, okay.
That's Hell Brute. You know what that is, Nick?
It's one of those machines we were talking about before that usually has a dude inside of it. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Hell Brute. That's a
Fun.
corrupted Dreadnought.
But yeah, no, I was gonna say, it's kind of funny that the game was thinking for me for a hot minute. 'Cause I'm like, yo, him shooting that lightning at that shield. Because I figured it was gonna work. I figured it was gonna break, and he was gonna kill that servitor or whatever the fucking tech priest. And I thought he was gonna kill the tech priest, and then sure enough he does. And I'm like, oh. Because my comment was gonna be like, yo, it'd be fucking funny if it doesn't work. And yeah, it didn't fucking work. It was a good shield.
Are you kidding me? The game froze?
Is it?
Bro, come on.
What happened?
It froze.
The download or?
No, I launched the game and it fucking froze. It launched quickly. I was like, oh, perfect. I went to hit Shift Tab to get over to your name to hit join, and everything fucking froze.
A moment, brothers.
No, this isn't the end of the game, is it?
No.
Okay, good.
There's like a couple more missions after this. So
Alright, cool.
Be funny after you kill the Hellbrew, just credits.
Do we know, because Beagle just brought it up, do we know if 6 Days in Fallujah is coming to console?
I have no idea.
Nope.
That looks like a plasma
That-
charge.
That's another game that we need to get back to.
Liquefy ceremony. That die, you damned cur.
Good shit.
Childish games. Then let us put a stop to them once and for all.
Oh, okay, that was cutscene. Alright.
Where is he?
With Aurora active, he and others like him cannot exist here.
We will see.
What, is it summoning the fucking Enderman?
This
No,
is just
so the
the
Necrons always
beginning.
had this technology to block the warp.
We will seal the great rift
So
and
what he's
drive
basically
the
trying to do is trying
into
to
the
like
warp with
prevent warp
nothing
energy from
more
coming into the material world.
than a
The
transference.
Necrons have an ability to actually fix the Eye of Terror. They just don't want to.
From which ocean did you gather these pearls of wisdom?
Hey, that's why you don't mess with Necron technology, because you don't know what the fuck's going on with it.
Is it not the dream of every scientist to discover the birthplace of all knowledge? Behold, the source of your inspiration!
Ah, he's back.
The end approaches, brother Titus. And so, to the final act. Titus, the heretic. Income, assistance. Return this at once.
I'm feeling super fucking tired. Ugh.
Sweet dreams, dear prince.
Sweet dreams are made of days. No, I gotta stop singing because it will be copyright.
Copyright.
Titus,
Yeah, I gotta hop off. I gotta go to bed. I'll see you all later.
Alright, bro. Have a good night.
No.
Enjoy the rest of the game, Nick.
Absolutely. Oh, Danny, you in? Oh, you're in.
Damn it.
Do you want us to wait for you, or do you want us to
Yeah,
continue?
let's just
He
wait for
took
him.
the whisperings of that sorcerer to be his own
You guys can
inspiration.
fucking continue. I don't give a shit. I've
was
finished this game
merely
like
a
4
pawn.
times already.
They killed Nozick. Let us
Alright.
they would do
Have a
the
good
same
night,
to
everyone.
Luz.
Have
Have
a
a
good
good
night,
night.
chat.
So we would deliver him
Have a good night, brother.
precisely where they wanted him.
And that spectacle.
Danny, you want to just continue on the next hour, and then we'll wrap it there?
To trick that puppet Luz into finishing the work.
Like, because you're usually only stream for 2 hours anyway.
No, let's see how far we can get.
All right. Yeah, absolutely, Beagle. The amount of gore in this game is fantastic. That is the one thing I will give them major credit for. But
It is worse than I could have imagined.
That pillar floods the land with corruption. Titus to Acheron, come in. Vox is useless. We must find our brothers.
so I'm assuming all these guys are going
They are
nuts.
broken.
Mm-hmm.
Loose in the empty air.
I'll fix it.
See us dance
Damn it.
in the wake of his blessed wings.
Drips from his eternal eyes and glistening jewels of ecstasy.
Now listen, Beagle. I wouldn't call you a psychopath for that. I love gory games.
Monstrous
The way I see it is you're trying to relieve stress in a safe way without hurting anybody.
Prepared for malign energies of this magnitude.
Few are. Should we show them mercy?
We must leave that to the commissariat. We have more pressing duties.
Yeah, I think I told you. Oh, Daisley.
9 years. 9 years.
I'm receiving a coded locator signal. Acheron signature. Not far from here.
So insist.
Can we trust it?
I believe so. Mark it on all specs. Yes, brother.
Seeds with your breath. Cold hand.
Damn, Med's here.
How can I be myself
Thank you.
if I don't know who I am? I am me. I am just as I am.
Cut down those heretics.
Are you of sound mind?
Yes, my lord. We are unbroken.
Do you honor your homeworld's memory, soldiers?
And they're probably all gonna die. But, you know, like, give these guys some credit that they're as, you know, as willing to fight as they are. Yet they're all probably gonna die.
Stalking. Clearing the way.
Fucking
What happened?
sneaky bugger. Guy stuck up on me.
Ah, gotcha. By the way, did you make any progress on Sonic at all?
Oh, I haven't even got a chance to touch it, to be honest.
Gotcha.
I just really went back to work because I was like, I need to pay for my girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah, I hear you. If not for money, that's the only reason why I'm not, like, quick to quit my job. That's money's the only reason.
Damned heretics spill from every crevice.
Like, at first I'm like, yeah, I could do it, and then I'm thinking, I'm like,
Destroy
rent.
the traitors.
Like, really, rent is the only thing that's stalling me.
Empowered them. Tremendously so.
It'd be
We
like
need
that,
to
yeah.
clear that obstruction.
But,
What?
What?
I meant to say, what? It should be nothing more than just a kick or a punch to do that.
That foul
Hey, there we go, it's
sorcerer
just a
took
kick.
The power source.
Somewhere well defended, no doubt.
Can't be true.
Okay.
Damned fool!
How does this compare to Gryer?
Incalculably worse. A warp rift of such size will permit the darkest of horrors to pass through. The fleet will be preparing an orbital barrage.
Then we must hurry.
Yeah, I think I told you,
Traitors!
I came across it. He's Sonic and all that. Shadow technically has a brother. And if I remember correctly, he is on point with Shadow's power. Like, he's about almost just as powerful as Shadow is.
He's Jim the Hedgehog.
Basically. No, he's a lot more alien than he is Hedgehog. Literally, his name is just Eclipse. And he, like Black Doom, can control the, what do you call it? The Black Arms.
Mm.
The captain awaits you inside.
Courage and honor.
Courage and honor.
Which, honestly, that's a character that I would love for Sega to actually do something with.
Casualties.
So I think that would be an interesting plot point to the games. The other thing, too, is Eclipse doesn't try to kill Shadow or anything. He's actually been trying to recruit him.
I have lost one platoon with 5 more at half strength.
This bitch is still alive?
She can't be beat.
Report.
What in the name of Holy Terror do you call this?
We failed to stop Luz.
I can see that. He was tainted. An unwitting puppet of the arch-enemy. We are now facing a warp rift the size of a small cruiser. 3 volleys from the Resilient and not a scratch on that pillar. If it has a weakness, I need to know what it is.
It is powered by the artifact from Graia. If we can destroy that...
Where is it?
We do not know.
You call that a solution?
What is the alternative?
There is a field around the pillar, impenetrable to our ordnance. We have observed their forces passing through it on foot. We must get close enough to see if we can do the same. Proceed through those doors. We make our assault imminently.
So we have to get close enough to the field to see if our people can pass through it. So the way we're going to test that is we're going to send a few grunts in and hope they don't explode.
Yes.
Oh, hey, it's the chaplain.
Our forces are divided in 2. I will lead the main assault from the Temple of Aethor. I sent 2 squads to move on the enemy's flank, but we have lost contact with them. They are carrying the company standard. If they have fallen...
We will retrieve it, Captain.
Ultramarines, ready! Beyond this bridge! Helldrake!
What the? Oh,
They have a fucking dragon?
Yeah, why not?
Why the fuck do they have a dragon?
They're a bunch of fun boys.
Yeah, really.
Oh, the chainsword is so satisfying.
Oh, it really is. That's why I keep using it. Like, yeah, the hammer's probably nice, but the sword is just, it's pleasant. Oh, there's a ranged bitch.
Decrepit totems of heresy, I love it.
I mean, he's not wrong. They are decrepit. I mean, they literally pop when you kill them. I always thought executions healed you.
No. And you're thinking Doom, dog. Man, am I still so happy we got those fucking pre-orders.
Right? You know, just for shits and giggles, I want to look to see if it's not canceled. If
I checked it this morning, it's still available. Apparently it still is. I'm wondering if they're making them to pre-order.
Maybe.
Grants the enemy unlimited maneuverability.
Have you considered Exterminatus?
This is a burial world, Titus. If we fail to defeat the enemy, then I will burn this place. But I would prefer to not disgrace these honored dead.
Can our scans locate
Look how
the signature
bloodied
of
he
the
is,
power
Jesus.
source?
Right?
We are blinded by all the interference. It is out there.
God damn, it's in his like goatee and everything. Like fuck.
Agreed. One way or another, we must reach that obelisk.
Then we shall.
Titus, proceed on until you reach the second force. Hope to terror they still stand.
Ooh.
We found.
Captain. The
Plasma
Emperor
incinerator.
protects.
Oh.
Good hunting, brother. Second company, make ready.
See, if I was a guardsman, I think I'd want to be on ops with the Space Marines. Just be like, all right, cool. If I know I have you guys, then I should be okay because you're going to be taking the brunt of it.
Unless you see that, you ever seen that, that webcomic where it's like a regular soldier and fucking the Space Marine. And Space Marine's hanging behind the soldier. He's like, good work, soldier. A bullet ricochets off the Space Marine's armor and nails the fucking soldier in the head, and he's just like, a life well served in the Emperor's army.
Yeah, now see, that's the only downside. It's like, yeah, no.
Ultramarines do not fall without a fight. They are alive. but they may be in need of support.
Then we must move quickly.
Oh, these guys look like fun.
Where is your false god's power now?
Brothers, target the witch. Your foul trickery is at an end. Need to reload.
Oh, I love catching them midair in the chainsword. Oh. Lord have mercy.
The heretics saw.
Oh, I think I told you. I found out that this week there's a day where I'm by myself working open a close. Yeah.
Stop airing that information out, Doug.
I don't care.
I don't care, let them take me.
You know how many times I make jokes at my job where I'm like, you know what, I'm about ready to run out into open traffic, yelling, Jesus, take me?
You can only hold 2 stims?
Yep.
Whack.
Are we supposed to go this way?
I was following you. I don't trust you. See, this is why you don't drive. This is why you don't walk.
You were just being mean right now.
This way.
Think it's this way? Probably this way.
See how the priests maintain these graves, even in the midst of this war.
Their devotion is commendable.
We must hurry. Our brothers pay in blood for every second we delay.
They should be on the other side of that door.
Why does this make me kind of
Guardian
want
relic.
Where?
How do you tag?
Why does this game make me kind of want to play Forever Winter now?
Data slate.
I am his.
Data slate.
Oh.
Position marked.
Temerium is honored to provide temporary rest to
I think I told you, so the enemies that they like refer to as like unbeatable or whatever in Forever Winter, no, they're like literally programmed to be unbeatable. Like there's no amount of ammo you can ever put on them that would ever bring them down. I thought about doing that where you, me, Delirium, maybe my brother, just to get a full man squad. Load up with like the heaviest weapons that we have, and then just aim down on one of those big bastards just to bring them down. But like I said, I found out that it's like, no, it's physically impossible. They're programmed to not die.
Jesus.
Oh,
Where do we fucking go?
just over here. We have to hold the line. Raise the banner.
Second company, we hold this ground in the name of the Primer.
Oh.
Cutscene.
Oh no, gameplay.
If we die, we
No,
die
gameplay.
with
Oh, it's a
vengeance
different.
on
I'm
our
using a different gun.
What are you doing?
My gun changed. I went from that plasma thing to an assault rifle.
Get up, Zarius.
Oh, she's a bolter.
I want to see this from the demon's perspective because I want to see what we look like. I got Titus with the fucking pistol holding the banner. You got a different rifle. I got Gadriel on my right.
He has fallen. Vengeance.
Oh God, what the fuck? They're sending everything out.
And we shall find it.
That's sick looking.
Oh, is that the Primarch?
Maybe. I don't know. You would know this better than I would.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, he got his own entourage. He got air support, which is about fucking time.
Lord Calgar.
Lieutenant, I received your message. Brief me.
Oh, Calgar, yeah.
So he's a Primarch.
I think so, yeah.
The central obelisk appears to be the source of their power. It's protected by an energy field.
Give me a solution.
We've hit that shield with everything we've got. Nothing gets through. My lord! There may be a way. In the catacombs, Lu said all it took was a transference of alignment. And then he inverted something. An object.
What of it?
It was identical to that obelisk.
You want to invert that?
Explain.
The Aurora device might have a weakness.
Might?
Captain Master, we cannot stay here.
Lieutenant, you stand by Sergeant Gadriel's assessment.
I do.
It's just like a chunk of his ear, you see that?
Captain Akaran,
Who, Gadriel or?
master your company.
Titus.
Aye, Chapter Master.
I gotta look. I wasn't noticing. Oh yeah, he does.
Brothers! The heretics clamor for a taste of victory. But we will defy
I
them
think I'm
this day,
passing out now, too.
as we have defied them for 10
Oh,
millennia.
man.
You want to wrap
We
here?
are the sons of Ultramar, servants to the Emperor
I'm sorry, bro.
and
Speed
guardians of the
Did I tell you I
Imperium.
got stuck on ice today?
Let these
No, you didn't.
wretches
I was
feel the wrath
backing into a spot and I realized I hit a patch of ice and I started sliding.
Oh
And my
shit.
wheels were spinning and it moved. So even when I put the truck in park, I was still sliding. So I cut the wheel as hard as I could so I could bang into the curb and hold myself there.
them hard, Captain.
When I tell you I had maybe 5-6 inches of clearance between the pickup truck that was parked on the street, between my back of my bumper, yeah. We were able to call the neighbor. He moved the trucks for us, and I was able to slide back into his spot, touch the dry ground, and pull out and go into another spot.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
By the Primarch. Demon!
Fun day for me.
Greet it well.
Macias! Train all battle tank guns on that abomination!
Yes, my lord.
But we're calling it here.
Form a
brother.
defensive line
All right, bro. Thank you again.
Company!
Oh, please, I'm sorry. I don't
No,
know
no,
what the fuck
shit
happened. I have like do all this shit.
You will have only
Shit
moments
happens,
to
but hopefully,
execute your plan.
if anything,
Move
well, Monday I know
Next
you're
time.
busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
figure
gonna,
it out.
We're gonna run it first and make
Yes.
sure it works, and then not have to go through the whole problem again.
Control units.
Gotcha.
Do you understand
brother.
any of this?
Have a good night, bro.
No.
Lieutenant, do we have a solution?
All right, guys. But I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna let this cutscene run, and then I'm gonna wrap it here. So I'm gonna let that go.
There. That could kill you. We're out of options. Brother.
I'll live.
My lord.
How many more?
3.
You have brothers in mind.
Viridian and Talassa. We will handle the last one.
I'll get them moving. Brief them over the Vox.
Yes, Captain.
So it works. All right, but ladies and gents, that's where we're gonna leave this one for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you, Garrett, Beagle, and Crusader for joining tonight. I apologize for technical difficulties. It's been a hot minute since we last ran this game, so we ran into unexpected issues. But I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you guys' continued support of this channel. It really does mean a lot to me. If you guys want to come hang out with me, link description below for the Discord. Other than that, bell icon and comments help this channel to grow, and I appreciate your help. But with that said, I will see you all on the next one. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. Love each and every one of you. Have a fantastic night, lads. I will see you Monday night on the next one. Later, people. Have a good night.